Haley is in Denver. Hi, Haley. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
My husband and I surrendered 2 vehicles back to Ford Credit back in July of 2020. And our plan was to save up a lump sum to cover the deficits and hopefully pay it off within the next year or so. They've already turned it over to an attorney, and we got a garnishment letter. And we have a substantial amount of other debts as well. So we're wondering if we should be considering bankruptcy or if we should try and crawl our way out of this.
Okay, let's back up a second. There's no such thing as a garnishment letter. There's a letter threatening a lawsuit, in which case, if they got the lawsuit, then if they win the lawsuit, then they could execute on the lawsuit, and then they could garnish, which is a 6-month to a year process.
Okay.
So the letter has come threatening you from an attorney is all, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because a garnishment notice would have occurred long after a lawsuit occurred and you lost the lawsuit, which, by the way, you will lose because you owe the money, okay? So that's not a question. But
right.
So what is the deficit balance with Ford Motor Credit?
One of the vehicles was a $10,000 deficit, and the other one was $15,000.
Okay. And what's your household income?
My husband's a truck driver in the oil field, so depending on the weather, he can make anywhere between $40,000 and $80,000 a year.
What do you think he'll make this coming year based on the way things are going today?
Probably about 85 with my income, because I make.
That's good news.
Right. About
what is your house
50.
payment?
You make 40 to 50 as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and he'll make 60, so you'll probably make. Oh, you're probably shooting that low. He's probably going to make at least 60. So, and he's going to work all he can work because you got a mess on your hands. So, how much is your house payment?
$22.50 per month.
What do you owe on the house?
We rent.
Okay. What other debts do you have other than this?
We have some tax bills, state and federal.
How much?
That totals about $11,000.
Okay.
And we're on payment plans with those.
Good.
And then we've adjusted our taxes so that doesn't happen anymore.
Smart.
And then credit card debt, we have about $35,000. And then we bought cars cash.
Good.
My parents helped us out with that, so we owe my parents about $8,000, and we're paying them back on that as well.
Okay. That's it?
Yes.
Are you current on the credit cards, or are they in default?
No, we're current.
So the only problem you've got is the threatening letter from the lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. You might be bankrupt, but it's not for 2 more years.
Okay.
It's going to take that long for this to completely unravel, and that's if you do nothing. And instead, I'm going to show you how to save it, okay?
Perfect.
It's going to be some sacrifice and some work, but you can do it.
We're ready.
All right.
We need a change.
Yeah, I can tell. I can hear it in your voice. There's a resolve in your voice that's very powerful. And you've had your I've had it moment. You'd never want to be here again. I can hear it. Am I right?
Yeah. My husband and I want to adopt a baby, and we can't do it like this.
Nope,
so
you can't. You got a mess on your hands. I want you to, too, but we're going to get this mess cleaned up real fast. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Ignore the letter. They're going to do nothing for right now. Okay?
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to put you into Ramsey Plus, which is our full system on how to handle money. You and your husband, and he can do it while he's on the road because it's all online. He can follow along with the classes with you, and you're going to take the Financial Peace University class, and you're going to take Rachel's Know Yourself, Know Your Money class is now in Ramsey Plus, and it's all free. I'm going to give it all to you free, but you have to do everything in there, okay?
Okay.
And you're going to get on a budget, and you and your husband are going to work on the budget together because it's on an app called Every Dollar, and he can carry it on his phone in the truck with him, and you guys can email and talk back and forth and text back and forth, and you'll be working together even though he's gone a lot.
Okay.
You got to work together, okay?
Okay.
He can't be out spending money while you're trying to get this mess cleaned up. You both adults.
Got it.
Is that going to work?
I'll have him listen to this.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. He can do it because he's not afraid of hard work. He just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I know him.
He's just
I
feeling
grew up
kind of
with him.
stuck.
I know guys like him. I've known him my whole life. I love truck drivers. They're some of the hardest working guys on the planet. They love their families. This guy works.
Mm-hmm.
He's a worker. So he's a good man, but he just doesn't know what to do. But now when we tell him what to do, dude, you got to go do it, okay? Because I'm the guy Rachel and me, we know more about this than anybody. We can show you how to do it. All right. So now, we're paying the minimums on the taxes. We're paying minimums to mom and dad. We're paying the minimums on the credit cards, and we're not paying the cars, and we're going to be on a tight budget. Does that sound right so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you're going to find when you get on that budget is you're going to feel like you got a raise because you're out of control with money, and everybody who's not on a budget is out of control with money, and everybody who gets on a budget feels like they got a raise. You're going to feel like, wow, where the flip has all this money been going? You're going to have that thought, and that would be a normal thought. Be ready for it.
Okay.
And Rachel, one of the videos immediately when you sign up for Ramsey Plus is going to be Rachel showing you how to do the budget.
Yeah, the budgets can be powerful for you, Haley. I mean, honestly, when you start to work this plan and you actually know, okay, this is our income and this is where it's going, because then you can look and say, okay, you're going to cut out a ton. I mean, you guys make a good amount.
You make good money, and you can clean this
Right.
up.
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so now we're paying minimum payments, and when we find money from working extra and spending nothing, you're not going to see the inside of a restaurant, and you're not going on vacation. You're broke. You're going to be doing nothing but getting out of debt and eating beans and rice, rice and beans. Okay?
Okay.
Better than bankruptcy.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to have to do that.
All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to list all of your debts, the $8,000, $11,000, and the different credit cards that are in total of $35,000, smallest to largest. It's going to be a dinky butt little credit card. It's going to be your little one. You're paying minimums on everything, and you're going to put all the money you find on that smallest debt. Boom, it's gone. Because you got a little $235 credit card, don't you?
Yep.
Knock it
A
out.
couple of them.
We're going to knock a couple of those out. That's going to feel good, isn't it? First time you made any deadgum
Yes.
progress in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to feel good. You're going to feel powerful because you are. You're going to do this. I can tell. I've done this for 30 years. I can tell when somebody's BSing me and when somebody's ready, and you're ready.
Do you think that we can get through all of those debts before anything happens with the garnishment on the vehicles?
Yep.
Okay.
Because they're not going to surprise you one day with a garnishment. They're going to sue you, and you're going to lose the lawsuit, and that's going to take 2 or 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
During that time, we're going to stop everything and pile up some cash, and they will take about 20 cents on the dollar.
Okay.
So you can settle that 10 grand for about 2. You can settle that 15 for about 3.
Okay.
But you got to have the cash in your hand to do it, and you got to be mean to them because they're jerks.
Yeah, I called them on Monday and tried to offer them a lump sum. They wouldn't take it yet, but maybe in a few months they will.
Yeah, they'll soften up. And besides that, they won't take it in the first conversation anyway. They just want to see if you're going to call your mama and get 80 grand out of her.
Yeah.
They're trying to, did you have a relative that'll help you with this? You know, they do all that crap, right? Are you a deadbeat? Don't you
Yep.
pay your bills? Are you not an honest person? I mean, you get all these stupid butt conversations from these collectors. Don't put up with them. You can do this. All right? We're going to walk you out of this. Say, I'm not bankrupt. Say it over and over because you're not, and we're going to show you how to win, kiddo. You call us back if you need help anytime because it's going to be a scary, hard process, but you're going to do it. 18 months from now, you're going to be really close to being free. That's my prediction. 2 years from now, you will be free.